All right, welcome. We're here at the St. Luke's rink in Proctor, Minnesota. Pure Edge will be in the dark jerseys today, taking on Genesis Select, I believe is the team name. And last I heard, I think they were out of the Philadelphia area. A lot of folks traveling pretty far for some of these tournament teams in the summertime. So Philly today. Yesterday we had a combination of kids that came in from Chicago, Dallas, I think Phoenix and Denver is what I heard. So pretty good spread of kids from yesterday's game. And today's opponent from the East Coast. Pan over there as Pure Edge is warming up in the dark. Just give you a little look here. This is Genesis Select. They'll be in the white sweaters today. About 2 minutes remaining on the pregame clock here for the warm-up, so they're a little ahead of schedule, which is not usually the case at the rinks, but good to be on time today. So they'll get started probably about 20 after here. It's in a few minutes. Get a look at the lineup here. Looks like Marrier, Argadine, Moragas, Cooper Moragas. Be your starting line up front. Stevenson will roll back to D for today's game, it looks like. So Stevenson at right D and Vanderpool at left D to start the game. Got a little more familiarity with the names. I'll try to do a little better job today as some of the kids' jersey numbers and names I'm learning now. Argadine, Moragas, Vanderpool, Stevenson will be your starting line, and Vanderpool. And we'll take it from there. I do want to apologize. I made a mistake yesterday in the goalie in the second period. I thought they might have been switching goalies by period. They're going to switch them by game. So Noah Schmidt will be starting today's game. He did not play in the second period yesterday. That was my bad. I couldn't get the read on the back of the sweater. I thought maybe they'd switched him up. So in net today, Noah Schmidt. And yesterday's game, it was Will Stewardson. So they'll rotate full games back and forth here. Looks like they may be intended to get started early, but we don't see any referees here yet, so possibly waiting on some refs before they can get going. Warm-up clock has expired, but don't see any referees yet, so a few more minutes and we'll get started. Waiting on refs, I guess? Yeah. They're going to start early. It ain't 11:30, man.
Good morning. Oh, it's live. Isn't that like crappy gym over by your house? The old one that went out of business and came back in business.
All right, looks like the referees are here. We'll get started a little bit earlier than game time still, just a little after 11:20. Vanderpool, Hargadine, Moragas, Stevenson back out there. All right. Goalies are ready, and we're underway. Moragas controls the face-off, plays it over to Stevenson behind him, and he chips it up looking for Hargadine. Genesis beats him to the puck and dumps it back in the Pure Edge zone. Stevenson trying to carry it around his own net, bring it up the sideboards, trying to play it out. Pinned up there momentarily. Mario chips it back over there to Stevenson. Sends it up the sideboards, breakout. Hargadine, back to Moragas, back to Hargadine. 3-on-2 break over the blue line. Everybody's on side. Centering pass, looking for Moragas. And the net comes dislodged. A stoppage in play here, the little give and go attempt. And crashing into the net, get a stoppage in play with 14:22, 14:21 remaining in the first. Quick line change here. Pure Edge will send on fresh legs on D and forward. Face off controlled by Genesis. They play it D to D, then back up through the neutral zone. Lang chips it ahead for Pure Edge, breaks up the rush there. Genesis over the red line. Loose puck though, chipped back over to Pure Edge. Pure Edge will circle back and Kaler picks it up, sends it back to Phillips. Phillips tries to play it around the boards, around a Genesis player off the boards, I should say. Doesn't get it through the traffic. Genesis circles behind the net, trying to set up something. The chip pass back to the left D. They'll cycle it back down low in the far corner. Back to the left D. Looking for some centering pass. Lang applying pressure there behind the net. Centering pass, nobody home. Picked up by Pure Edge, 2-on-2 break. Like Vondrek on the left side, streaking down the center. It's dumped in behind the net. Brown there, try to keep it in the zone, but it comes back out. Then Majors picks up the loose puck, sends it back over to Masters. Masters tries to circle around in his own zone. Loose puck in front. Went through the crease. Looks like they had a goalie beat, but slid it right underneath the goalie into the far corner. No goal. Kaler chips it back to Majors. Majors trying to get it up and out of there. Loose puck finally corralled. 2-on-2 break here. Brown streaking on the right side. Brown will set up shop on the slot. Shot coming. Blocker save. Loose puck right in front. Right before Brown could get a shot on it, it was cleared out. Masters tries to keep it in. Sends it back down low momentarily, but Genesis picks it up. They're trying to chip it out. It almost gets out of the zone, but it's picked up by Majors. Poke check there, though, and it does get cleared out of there by Genesis. Pure Edge trying to reset the neutral zone, but Genesis picks up the loose puck, streaking the other way. Good back check there. Loose puck picked up by Majors. He sends it back through the center ice. Hunziker and Hodgson over the line. We're going to get it offsides here. Puck will come back to the neutral zone here. Moragas have just gotten on the ice. Vanderpool and Leaf are your defensemen for this shift. Hunziker, Moragas, and Hodgson are your forwards. Face-off controlled by Genesis. They try to come through the neutral zone, but it's picked off by Moragas. Moragas cycles around the neutral zone. He's got a head of steam over the blue line. Poke checked away. Right back to Hunziker's shot. Went off of a defenseman's leg, never got on target. Genesis trying to clear it out. They play it around the blue line, off the blue line, and stay over the red line, free center ice. Streaking down in the slot, shot goes off the side of the net. Rebound sent back out to the left D. No pinch down, trying to circle behind the net and set up something. Plays it behind the net. Centering attempt, picked off by Moragas. Goes off his skate and off to the sideboards. Hodgson picks up the loose puck. Hodgson clears his own. Poke check by Genesis, though, before he could get a pass off. And it's chipped back to Moragas. Moragas trying to beat two defenders. Forced to the outside. Poke check, though. Loses control. The other direction comes Genesis. Pure Edge caught in the line change. Save there by Schmidt. He kicks it off to the side. Genesis picks up the loose puck in the corner, though, trying to set up again. Tough angle shot, so he plays it behind the net. Over to the far corner. Mario picks it up, plays it up to Hargadine, looking for an outlet pass to Moragas, but just out of his reach. Hargadine was looking for a streaking Cooper off the middle there. Loose puck picked up by Hargadine. This time Hargadine and Moragas over the blue line, trying to get around one more defender, but it's poke checked away. Genesis the other direction, 2-on-2. Lang and Stevenson are back. Drop pass, looking for a backhand shot, goes across the crease into the near corner. Taylor trying to bring it out. Gets poke checked away. Hargadine applying pressure in the corner. Chip pass there between Genesis. They send it back to the point. Left D to right D, trying to get some clearance for a shot. Good pressure by Marrier right there. Genesis regains control, though, trying to set it up. Poke checked away. Hargadine picks up the loose puck, trying to poke it out of the way of a Genesis stick so they can get a rush going. Marrier picks it up, trying to send it back to center ice. He does find Hargadine, but just under his skate. It was a bouncing puck, just couldn't quite settle it. Had a little 2-on-2 break there, but icing will be the call after the clear. 10:02 remaining. Face-off will come back down to the Genesis zone. Missing one more player. Here we go. Hunziker's on. Phillips on right D. Someone needs to drop back to left D here. Looks like Major to be left D. We got three forwards ready to go. Genesis controls the face-off. They break it out on the left side. Comes across the neutral zone. Phillips forces him to the boards. Picks up the loose puck, though. Centering pass right in front. Thought they had a skull there. Had his hands up, but Schmidt covered it up. Fell on it right when the one-timer attempt came through. We get a face-off just outside the Pure Edge goal here. Quick line change for Pure Edge. Marrier on. Hargadine, Stevenson, Moragas. Face-off controlled by Genesis. They send it back to the point. No shot. They play it back down low. Poke checked away there by Vanderpool. Loose puck corralled behind the net by Genesis. Trying to set up something, looking for a centering pass. Doesn't get through Stevenson's skates. He chips it off behind the net. Genesis still looking for a centering pass, and they score right in front on the blue paint. Pass up front in the slot. Beat Schmidt on the right side. That puts Genesis up 1-0. About 9.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Moragas, Hargadine, Vanderpool, Phillips. And I get one more look at the winger there. Moragas picks up the puck, sends it back to Phillips. Phillips looking for a wrist shot, doesn't get a good stick on it. Pure Edge trying to keep it in, but it drifts back to center ice. Played ahead to Moragas. Moragas looking for Hargadine in the slot. Loose puck comes in front. Hargadine just couldn't find a handle on it. Trickled away out of the slot before he could pull the trigger. Genesis comes the other direction. 3-on-2 break here. Phillips is back. Loose puck, though, is picked up. Hargadine plays it up to Moragas. Moragas one man to beat, trying to get around him. Gets him poke checked away, though. He'll run into the corner, pick up the loose puck. trying to find a centering pass here, creating some space. Marrier chips it around behind the net, looking for Moragas. Loose puck in front. Hargadine tries to pull the trigger. It's chipped behind the net. Just as he shot it, it got tipped and went behind the net. Masters is back, tries to keep it in, keep the play alive. It's played ahead, and just Phillips is back, one-on-one. Phillips forces man to the outside. Poke check. Masters picks up the loose puck and plays it up and out of the zone across the blue line. Genesis returns the favor, though, and they're back all alone. Masters streaking back. Good back check there. Masters frees up the puck, sends it up to Hargadine. Hargadine gets tripped up, tries to play it ahead to Moragas, and we're going to get a penalty here. A tripping call on Genesis. Pure Edge will go on the power play here. Man advantage with 8:03 remaining in the first. Let's see what they can do to capitalize on this. Moragas, Hargadine, Marrier, Lang, and Vondrak. Landon Vondrak. Pure Edge wins the face-off. They play it back to the left D to Vondrak. Trying to pinch down and create some space. He plays it over to Hargadine in the corner. Genesis picked up the loose puck that was just out of the reach. Goes off the back of Marrier, trying to keep it in the zone, but Pure Edge will reset. They're across the blue line. Drop pass from Marrier over to Hargadine. Poke checked away by Genesis, though. Lang, the only man back, trying to force his body in front of it. He does get there just in time. Loose puck, outlet pass, trying to find Hargadine. Picked up by a Genesis player and chipped back in the zone. Minute and a half on the power play remaining for Pure Edge. Moragas coming across the blue line. He's got Hargadine on the left wing. Hargadine streaking to the far post. Moragas in front, looking for a pass. A shot, backhand attempt, up and over, bar down, backhand shot. And that ties the game at 1. Loose puck was in front. Came across the slot and a backhand shot, up and over. See if I can take a peek at who that was. I think it was number 9. Might have been Marrier. Yeah, I believe that was Marrier. Backhand shot up and over. Marrier's out of Ontario, Canada. Has a relationship with J.S. Dixon, the coach of the Pure Edge team from back in their hometown. So that's how he knew about this summer squad and found his way into this tournament. So great to have him on the team. Loose puck in the near corner here, back and forth battle. Taylor picks it up, tries to send it up and around the zone, but it's kept in. Genesis picks up the loose puck in the circle, trying to find a shot. Goes off either the crossbar or Schmidt's equipment. I couldn't tell if that was a helmet or a blocker, but nevertheless it stayed out. Loose puck bouncing around over to the left D. A shot blocked. Looks like Major's got a knee pad on it possibly. Loose puck in front. Shot right off Schmidt. Loose puck. Majors chips it in the corner looking for Brown. Brown trying to chip it out of there. Hodgson's there. The loose puck trying to play it out of the zone. Hodgson chips it ahead looking for Kaler, but he does clear the zone. A little too far out of the reach for Kaler, but it does clear the zone. Collision at center ice. Loose puck is picked up by Genesis. 3-on-2 break. They come across the line. 2 defensemen back. Vanderpool. Shot was forced into the far corner. Didn't get a good stick on that. Loose puck picked up by Genesis, but poked away there by Pure Edge. They'll come behind their own net, cycling up the left side. Vanderpool chasing the Genesis player behind the net. Loose puck in front. Schmidt lets it go. Drop pass. I think that, can't quite tell who that is, but lost the sticks. Poked away. Loose puck is picked up after he regains the stick, trying to chip it ahead, maybe to Moragas right there on the sideboards. And Moragas beats his man. He's around the outside. One man to beat. One in tow. Moragas right in front. Loose puck in front. Cleared. Saved by the goalie. The puck just sat in the crease. Stevenson sets up shop on the right point, trying to keep it in. It's kept in. Good back check by Marrier. Intercepts that pass. Pure Edge trying to get it back to the D, but it's picked up by Genesis. 2-on-2 break the other way. Phillips tried to intercept the pass, out of the reach of everybody though. Genesis picks up the loose puck. Centering pass right in front. Chipped up off the net. It's sitting on top of the net. We'll get a stoppage in play. Centering pass to Genesis player in the slot. He got a stick on it, went straight up in the air and landed on top of the net behind Noah Schmidt. Get a stoppage in play here with 4:52 remaining. They also switch it up. Fresh legs on the ice. Brown slides over to take the drop. Face off one by Genesis back to the right D, looking for a shot. Gets through some traffic, but hits a stick and goes into the far corner. Never got on net. Genesis plays it back down in the far corner there. Pass over behind the net, circling around, looking for a centering pass. Goes all the way through the traffic, but it's not on target. It's picked up by Hargadine. Hargadine streaks across the right side. He's got Hodgson at center ice. Poke check, it loses the puck on the boards there. It's kept in though. Von Rack, I believe, over to Brown. Loose puck shot by Brown, goes off the side of the net. Genesis clears, comes up the neutral zone and dumps it in. They'll dump and chase, but a little too far out of reach. Icing is the call. We get a face-off down in the Genesis zone. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Majors and Lang, your defensemen. Moragas, Marrier, and one more. I'll get a look at him. Can't quite see who the other forward is for Pure Edge. Genesis picks up the puck and clears the zone. Outlet pass in center ice. They get around Lang, one man to beat. Moragas trying to get back for a back check. Shot and scores. Beat Noah Schmidt over the glove side, high right corner. Happens just that fast. Turnover in the neutral zone. Streaking past the last line of defense, had a breakaway. And that puts Genesis up 2-1. 3:47 remaining in the first. Loose puck controlled by Pure Edge. Marrier plays it back to Leith. Leith looking to bang it off the boards ahead for Taylor. Just out of his reach though. Puck comes back to Leith. Leith looking for a neutral zone pass over to Kaler, but just off his stick. Corralled by Genesis, and they'll play it up the boards and over the blue line. They skated around Leith into the corner. Pass all the way to the far side. Outlet pass not quite on the tape of a Pure Edge, or I should say a Genesis player. It's kept in at the blue line. This puck picked up by Genesis. Backdoor pass right there, but Pure Edge got a stick on it to prevent that shot from ever getting on target. Majors picks up the loose puck, skates it above the circle across the red line, coming through center ice. He's got Kaler. Gets around one defender, loose puck in front. Trickles in, didn't really quite get a shot on it. Trickled into the crease, the goalie covered it up. We'll get another stoppage in play here. Phillips and Stevenson come in on D. Moragas, Kaler, Hargadine are your forwards. Stevenson actually heads back to the bench. There we go. Got Hargadine and Phillips back on D. Moragas, Kaler. I believe Marrier is the other winger. Marrier picks up the loose puck behind the net, looking for a centering pass, sauces it out to Hargadine. Hargadine makes a nice move, evades one defender, trying to get some spot for a shot. Shot it wide, just to the left. Loose puck in the corner. They chip it back out to Genesis. I failed to mention there's a power play here for Genesis. Sorry about, or for Pure Edge, just say a Genesis player in the box. Loose puck picked up by Hargadine behind the net. Long outlet pass, trying to sauce it up over there to Marrier. Doesn't get through the traffic. Center ice, though, picked up by Kaler. Kaler and Marrier, I believe, streaking in. Trying to get it through the traffic. Doesn't get through. It's kept in, though, by Hargadine at the blue line. Hargadine trying to get around one player. A backhand shot right up front. Moragas tries to backhand in the loose puck. Loose puck bouncing around him. Open crease right there, but couldn't get a stick on it. It's cleared out by Genesis. They play it all the way down. They get the clear. No icing, of course, in this tournament for the even on a penalty kill. I should say no icing on the penalty kill. Phillips trying to skate it out. He plays it up across the blue line. Phillips gets it to Kaler at the red line, but it's poked away. Hargadine chips it back ahead. It's sent back down and runs into a couple players at center ice. Moragas will chase that down the corner. 36 seconds remaining on the power play. It's cleared. Vondrek keeps it in, though, right at the red line. Brown will chase after that in the near corner here. They'll try to clear it out. A bouncing puck gets over the stick of a Pure Edge player. Pure Edge will reset. D to D over to Vondrek. He plays it up the boards, looking for Moragas. Poked away, though, by Genesis. And Brown will reset the neutral zone. Brown makes a move to get around one defender. Trying to get it through. Plays over to Vondrek. They're onside. Brown's across the blue line. He plays it back, looking for Vondrek. Can't find it, though. It's picked off and cleared at the other end of the ice. Power play was over, so that will be an icing call. We'll bring the face-off back down to Genesis with 46 seconds remaining in the first period. Lang and Masters are your defensemen. Majors, Kaler, and Hodgson are your forwards. Genesis plays it up the boards, trying to clear it out. They do get it out of the zone. Trickles back to the neutral zone, where Lang picks it up. Lang plays it off, trying to play it off the boards. Goes off Hodgson's shin guard. Bounces right to a Genesis player. They're streaking in. Far side, shot right in front. Saved by Schmidt. Good rebound right there. Attempt for Genesis, but Schmidt had his leg pad there. Kicked it aside. Good save by Schmidt. This puck picked up by Majors. He's trying to clear the zone, but a poke check by Genesis keeps it alive. Masters picks his pocket and tries to get it out, but it's kept in at the left point. 6 seconds remaining. Genesis looking for one more shot. They shoot it through the crease. That'll do it for the first period. A lot of action in the Pure Edge zone there. Don't see a shot count here in the arena, but it does look like Genesis probably had a few more shots. So we'll pause the action, or pause the microphone, I should say. Here we'll go on mute for a little bit. This is the tournament where they do Zamboni every 2 periods, regardless of where it is at in the game. So they did not start with a fresh sheet, but they're going to Zamboni it now. Kids will go to the locker room, and we'll come back here in about 15 minutes after the break. Pure Edge down 2-1, down 1 goal going into the second period. Oh, we're not supposed to be on the ice yet?
It's supposed to be built by USA Hockey League.
Oh, because the door's open.
Yeah, they gotta give them a break for that.
No, I'm just saying like stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just saying like the ones that I'm doing right now aren't like you can't buy them right now unless they're kind of like it makes sense. I like the trade ones. Look on the trade ones.
This one. All right, Zamboni's done. A little warm up here. The kids will skate around for a minute. And we'll get back underway for the second period. Stretch the legs after a little break. About ready to get underway here. The team should be flipping the ice and going the other direction, although they're warming up near their own end. Just familiarity with the benches, and proximity to the benches, I should say, but they should flip them. There we go. So Schmidt will flip over to the other edge of the ice here. A little fist bump with the other goalie. Hargadine, Moragas, and Marier are your forwards. Stevenson, one of your defensemen, and underway. Moragas picks up the loose puck right off the face-off shot, blocker save. Quick strike there by Moragas. It's kept in though. Marier keeps it in the blue line and touch pass over to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get his shot blocked. Never gets on target with the net, but Moragas picks up that loose puck behind the net. He's looking for some space. Creates a little space for himself in the slot, looking for a shot. Doesn't get through the traffic. Hits the leg pad, shin guard, I should say. Genesis defender, they'll head the other direction. 3-on-2 break. Stevenson back, looking for a poke check. Force him to the outside. It's poked away at the last second. Loose puck, fired right over the net. Had a wide open net. Going to get a penalty here. Delayed call. Referee has his arm up. I didn't quite see what happened, but delayed call. Pure Edge will be killing a penalty here when they get underway, or when the Pure Edge touches it up. See who gets taken to the box here. Looks like it was Stevenson. Penalty on Stevenson. Didn't quite see what happened, but Pure Edge will be on the penalty kill here. Face off, controlled by Genesis. Wins it back to the left D, over the right D. Shot. Stick save by Schmidt. Goes into the corner. Genesis picks up the rebound. Again, they play it back to the D, but he misplays it and clears his own. Taylor in pursuit there, trying to jump a loose puck, but it was eventually corralled. They'll come back the other direction. Phillips is back. Shot right in the belly. Save by Schmidt. And get a stoppage in play here as the Genesis player went in hard, hit the right post with his helmet. He's holding his head. It was not good. Let's see if he's up on his knees. Hit it hard enough as he slid into the net that it dislodged the net. And it sounded like his helmet is what contacted that right post right when they slid into it. Hopefully he's okay. He's up on his feet. He'll skate off under his own power, which is good, but definitely got his bell rung. We'll see if he sits for a few shifts or maybe the rest of the game. He looks a little woozy coming back. Seems to be holding his head. I would imagine he's going to be done for a little while, if not the game. We get a face-off here just outside the zone after the net came dislodged. Still a minute 41 to kill on the penalty to Stevenson. They win the face-off. Phillips picks it up, and he clears it all the way to the other end of the ice. No icing. Kaler picks up the loose puck, beats his man to the puck. Had a chance there for a little offensive push, but Genesis picks it up and heads the other direction. They're across the blue line, force the outside shot, and they score. Power play goal, beat Schmidt. Looks like maybe through standing up, might have been 5-hole. Just went through all the traffic to the far side. Quick wrist shot, right between the legs, I believe, of Schmidt. That puts him up 3-1. That'll negate the penalty now to Stevenson. He's out of the box. Back to full strength for Pure Edge. Hodgson, Hunziger, to leave. At center. Face-off controlled by Genesis. They play back to their D. Up ahead, too far. Leaf picks it up in his own zone and sends it back into the neutral zone. Genesis resets. They send it down. Turned away by Schmidt into the corner. They play it up, trying to get it out of the zone, but it's kept in at the blue line by Genesis. Poked away, come right back to the slot. Shot goes off the shoulder of Schmidt. Save into the corner. Pure Edge trying to clear the zone, just can't quite get it across the blue line. They finally do. They rush the other direction. Chip pass over to Hodgson from Vanderpool. Majors looking for the loose puck. Hodgson goes into the corner trying to battle for it. Majors plays it back to Hodgson. Hodgson right in front. Backhand pass. Or backhand shot, I should say. Turned away by the goalie. Puck goes into the far corner. Hodgson applying pressure, trying to keep it in. Masters tries to keep it in, but it goes across the blue line. They'll have to reset. Hodgson still in the zone. Genesis picks up the loose puck. Trying to play it ahead. Goes off the stick of Masters. He interrupts that play. Hunziger chips it back, trying to get it out, but it's kept in. Top of the face-off circle. Shot. It's chipped over to the side. Argadine's on the ice. Tried to chip it back to himself. And it's picked up. 2-on-2 rush here. Majors and Hargadine. Hargadine holds up to stay on side. Shot from Majors. Blocker save goes into the far corner. Hargadine trying to apply pressure, keep the puck in the corner, but they play it around behind their own net and up the sideboards. Genesis breaking it out over the blue line, across the neutral zone. Hargadine applying pressure, a poke check there. They'll drop it back to their D-man. Gets across the crease, loose puck slides all the way through. Genesis cross the loose puck, trying to set something up around the face-off circle. Poke checked away. Sends it over looking for Hargadine, but it's kept in at the point by the left D. Genesis plays it behind the net, trying to set up something. Pass into the slot. Picked off by Hargadine. Hargadine plays it ahead for Moragas. Moragas trying to get around some traffic. He gets tied up. No call. He's back on his feet, but Genesis picks up the loose puck. Moragas goes hard into the boards, loses an edge. Marrier and Hargadine pressure in the zone, but it's cleared out by Genesis. They're across the red line. Marrier back checking. Lang and Masters fan on it. Lang chips it ahead looking for Hargadine, but doesn't get it out. Lang smacks it ahead, but it's still kept in at the right D. They'll send it back behind the net. Centering pass picked off by Marrier. Marrier will circle around. Plays it ahead up to Brown. Brown's got Hargadine. Brown trying to get around some traffic. Poke checked away though. Trickles ahead, Majors picks it up. Shot from Majors. Turned away by the goalie, goes behind the net. Majors picks it up, or Marrier, I should say. That's Marrier that made the shot. Loose puck comes over to Hargadine. He plays it to Brown, but it's poke checked away. Phillips comes back to the point. Wrist shot from Phillips, kicked off of a skate, didn't make it on target. They chip it ahead and trying to get it around Brown, but Brown gets a stick on it to keep it alive. They eventually chip it up and out of the zone. They cross the red line. Marrier back checking. Phillips and Masters are back. Poke check by Phillips separates the puck. Marrier chips it ahead for Brown. Sends it up to Hargadine. Hargadine and Marrier 2-on-2 break. Hargadine's across the blue line on the right side. Trying to get around one defender. He plays it to his skates, but loses the handle. Genesis plays it up and around. Breakout pass across the red line. Poke check there by Vondrek. Shot. Scores. Got around Vandrick. Took a shot over the right shoulder of Noah Schmidt. Hit him in the top right corner. That makes it 4-1 Genesis.
Let's go, boys.
Just under 10 minutes remaining now. Genesis stretches their lead to 3 goals. See how Pure Edge can respond. Face off won by Pure Edge, back to Phillips. And to rush back and grab though, it was jumped into the zone by Genesis. Genesis picks up the loose puck. Poke check by Phillips. They get through a little bit of traffic. Shot right in front. And they wave it off. Might have been in the crease. They waved it off immediately. What's that? Yep, I can hear the referee. He said you got to be out of the paint. There's a Genesis player set up into the paint, so no goal. Waved it off. Moragas and Kaler in a battle, trying to free up the puck. Centering pass goes all the way through the crease. Genesis picks up the loose puck, circles behind Schmidt, looking to set it up back to the left D. Shot coming from the left D, high, off the post. Went right by Schmidt. They hit the post. Moragas picks up the loose puck, comes the other direction. Moragas will circle around, buy some time. Trying to play it around some traffic at the left point there. But Genesis trying to keep it, and they do eventually separate the puck and clear the zone. Phillips is back checking. Loose puck, and they score. Got around Phillips, who lost an edge, and beat Schmidt to make it 5-1. All right, after the timeout here, Pure Edge will reset. Will Stewartson in on net. They've swapped the goalies for Pure Edge. Noah Schmidt comes to the bench. Will Stewartson's in. Face-off controlled by Pure Edge. They send it up to Brown. Brown jumps across the blue line. Brown takes a shot, goes wide left. Hargadine chasing after the rebound. Chipped ahead by Genesis. Back check by Hargadine, trying to keep it alive. Just couldn't quite find the handle. Genesis picks up the loose puck and comes across the red line. They'll dump it in. Stevenson runs after the puck in the corner. Trying to body up his man. They do another pass behind the net. Centering pass right in front. Turned aside. Puck goes into the far corner. Pure Edge trying to get it up to Hargadine out of the zone, but can't quite clear it. Pass over the left wing. Loose puck bouncing in front. It's covered up. Getting a little action after the whistle here. Face off just outside Stewartson after the cover up. Pure Edge down 5-1. Let's see if they can start chipping away at this. They've had some shots and some attempts. The first period just couldn't capitalize on them. Second period's been dominated by Genesis though. Genesis plays it into the corner, trying to buy some time instead of a centering pass. Pressure applied by Hodgson and Phillips. They chip it behind the net. Try a centering pass from the other direction. Majors interrupts that. Majors or Marrier, I can't quite tell which number that was. He chips it up and out of the zone. Marrier that was, I should say. Genesis jumps back over into the zone on the left side. Shot blocked by Phillips, doesn't get through the traffic. Moragas lost a handle trying to break out of the zone there, couldn't find it. He comes back for it, regains control, trying to get around some traffic. Poke checked away by Genesis. Disrupts that rush. Loose puck picked up by Marrier at center ice. Marrier will circle around. Plays it around the skates of one defender, but it's poked away by Genesis. Moragas returns the favor, pokes that away. Marrier sets up on the blue line. Pure Edge is onside. Moragas through the slot. Poke check at the last second, though, before he could get a shot off. Phillips and Leith are back on D. Makes a move around Leith. Phillips is there to chip it back ahead. Doesn't quite get out of the zone. It's kept into the right D. All alone. Good centering pass. Goes off the post. And a second attempt, and they get it in. That'll make it 6-1. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Good puck movement there right in front of the Pure Edge net. The first attempt was turned aside. The rebound came right back to himself and eventually Pete Stewartson on the left side. And we're underway. Genesis jumps through after the face-off win, trying to get through some traffic. Chipped away by Lang. Lang plays it ahead. Brown picks it up. Brown plays it over to Hargadine. He streaks across the blue line. Hargadine trying to get room for a shot, but it's poked checked into the corner. Loose puck trickles behind the net in the far corner. They'll play it up and out. Hunziger and Vondrick back checking. Lang poke check there, separates the puck. Lang trying to play it ahead to Brown or Hargadine. Brown tried to play it around the boards. Couldn't get it through the traffic. It's chipped back in by Genesis. Libitz Vondrick tries to play it around one defender and off the boards, trying to get up to Hargadine. He does get up to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to find Brown. Poke checked away at the last second, though. Brown is streaking down the center. Hargadine's pass got poked away at the last second. Genesis resets at center ice. They're across the blue line. Good poke check there. Interrupts that rush. Genesis, though, across the line. Blocker save, goes into the corner. Vondrick picks up the loose puck. He'll circle behind his own net. Vondrick trying to play it up the boards to Hargadine. Hargadine turns around, trying to do a little chip pass over, but it's intercepted by Genesis. They play it over to the far post, but just over the out of the reach. The Genesis player couldn't get a stick on it. Loose puck right behind Brown. Didn't quite know where it was. Picked up by Genesis. They'll play it back to the left D. Shot coming from the left D. Loose. Slow shot, I should say. Loses the handle. Pure Edge comes the other direction. They chip it out of the zone. Vanderpool is back for Pure Edge. He'll run that down. It's chipped into the corner, though, by Genesis. They keep the play alive. Good poke check there by Pure Edge. They play it ahead for Moragas. Just out of his reach, though. It got poked away at center ice. They'll try to send it right back. Calling offsides here on Genesis. They were just across the line. 4:50 remaining in the second period. Vanderpool runs down the loose puck, trying to get it ahead to Majors. Can't quite get it out of the zone, though. Loose puck is picked up. Tried to clear it. It's kept in again by Genesis. Moragas trying to keep it out of there. Phillips in the battle in the slot. They chip it ahead to Moragas. Moragas will reset, circle around, free up some time, or some space, I should say. He plays it ahead to Majors at center ice. Majors couldn't corral it, but it's picked up by Kaler. Kaler gets around some traffic. He's all alone. Kaler goes in, backhand attempt. Went far side, tried to beat the goalie on the far side, but just lost the handle. Never got a good shot off. Good chance there with the breakaway. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Centering pass behind the traffic there. Doesn't quite find the stick of a Genesis player. Tie up here on the boards is 2 or 3 kids from each team there trying to dig it out. They'll eventually call a face-off. They blow the whistle dead with 3:54 remaining in the second period. Hunziger, Phillips, Argadine, Masters, Merrier on the ice for Pure Edge. False alarm, we'll do it again. Toss out the center from the Genesis side. We'll try this again. Face off one by Genesis, back to the left D. Chip attempt there, good shot from the left D. Trying to tip it in, but it was off target. Phillips in a battle in the corner. He chips it ahead looking for Hargadine. Hargadine picks up the loose puck. Lost the handle for just a moment. He's trying to find Merrier at center ice. Lost the handle. Hargadine does pick up the loose puck. He's going to run after the chip pass into the corner. Genesis player falls down. Hargadine trying to pick up the puck or the check. Hargadine got leveled in the corner. Loose puck picked up by Merrier. Merrier drop pass. Can't quite tell you that is maybe Hunziger in the far corner. Trying to dig it out here. A little tie up again on the boards. Loose puck picked up by Merrier. Tries to get around, send it in front. Centering pass. Comes all the way back to the blue line. Masters trying to keep it alive. Phillips is the last man back. Phillips chips it ahead and breaks up the play. Good pass there to the slot. Phillips is there to chip it back into the corner. Phillips skates it out. He'll come up the right side. Do a line change there. Phillips sent it over the far wing, and Hargadine dumped it in. Pure Edge will come back for a line change there. Brown trying to keep it alive. He chips it ahead, but eventually poked up through the neutral zone by Genesis. They'll send it down around the far corner. Leith is there. He sends it up the sideboards looking for Brown, but it's kept in by Genesis. They'll skate around into the slot. Shot right over the shoulder. Stewart's a good shot on the high right side. Quick wrist shot. And that'll make it Leaders. Loose puck chipped ahead. Brown's got it. Chance to beat his man. Run back by Genesis. Kept alive, though, by Kaler. Kaler trying to play it back to the slot. Poke checked away. Had a little clearance there. But just poked away by Genesis at the last minute. Loose puck picked up by Genesis. They'll come across the center ice. Across the blue line. 2-on-2. Shot saved by Stewartson. Kicked into the corner. Loose puck trying to clear it out there. It comes up top of the circle and eventually cleared out. Taylor back checking. Leaf in the far corner with Brown. Loose puck in front. Lang trying to chip it around there. Chipped ahead to Leaf. Another shot goes off the side post. Loose puck in the corner. Leaf trying to clear it out. Trying to find Moragas. Can't get it around the traffic. Again, Leaf tries to send it up the sideboards. Moragas loses an edge. Kept in by Genesis. They play it back to the left D. Shot coming from left D. Might have been Brown that knocked that down. He trying to play ahead. Tried to play it ahead to Kaler or Moragas. Picked off by Genesis, though. They'll jump in the other direction. Shot coming high over the crossbar. Centering pass goes all the way through the crease. Picked up at center ice by Genesis. Half a minute remaining in the second period. Moragas picks it up, 18 seconds remaining. Maybe time for one more rush. Can get all the way down the ice. He's got 2 men to beat, though. Trying to get through some traffic and get a shot. 10 seconds remaining. We'll get a penalty here. Maybe a checking call on one of the Genesis players. They'll send him off the ice. Career Edge will be on the power play for the last 8 seconds. No, it looks like Cooper, actually. Maybe they both got taken off. The little tie up there when Cooper was going into the corner. They're going to send them both off. So no power play. I think the score might be 8-1. I'm going to check the video here at the intermission. Just double check. I may not have advanced the score. I lost track there for a second. That last goal might have been 8-1. Loose puck shot by Career Edge. Couldn't get through the traffic though. And that'll do it. Yeah, I had this score correct. My apologies there. I thought I had forgotten to advance it after one of those recent goals. But I believe it is 7-1. Career Edge will break here and try to claw away here at the third period. See if they can narrow the lead, at least close the gap on the goals against spread, and the goal differential, I should say, which may come into play later in the standings. Stewartson back in net for the third period. Vondrick and Phillips. Vondrick and Phillips are your defensemen. Hargadine, Hunziger. And one more winger. Double check who that is here in a second. And they're underway. Pass over Hunziger at the top of the slot. Just couldn't find the handle. It's poke checked away. Genesis comes the other direction. Streaking down, Phillips is back. Phillips forces the man to the corner. Prevents the shot or the pass. Goes into the corner. Phillips will dig it out. Phillips tries to backhand it up. Gets a pass over the streaking winger, but it's poked right away by Genesis. They regain possession behind the net, trying to do a little wraparound. Comes into the near corner. Trying to body up the man and free it up. Hargadine's trying to dig it out of there. Vondrick's in the corner in a tie-up. Loose puck comes out momentarily. Hargadine kicks it to himself, trying to skate out of some traffic there. Trying to play it ahead to Marrier. Marrier's got a little room here, but can get around the right side. Poke check back to Hunziger, who trips it open over the blue line. Puck is across the zone. Marrier trying to get around some traffic, maybe get it over to Hargadine. Loose puck in front. Can't quite get it over to Hargadine, who is on the back door waiting for a pass. Picked off. They play it around Vanderpool, and Masters are back. Goes off the skate of Masters. Marrier back checking, picks up the loose puck. Marrier plays it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine back to Marrier. Marrier's got 2 defensemen to get around. Gets around the one of them. Is forced into the near corner. Trying to play it back to Vanderpool, but it's picked off by Genesis. Genesis will break it out the other direction. Masters one man back. Vanderpool back checking. Shot goes wide into the near corner. Shot it wide right. Tie up here. Loose puck momentarily by Vanderpool, but Genesis picks it up, trying to get a shot. Vanderpool disrupts that. They'll come the other direction. Vanderpool plays it ahead, but just out of the reach. Kaler there looking for the loose puck with Majors. Genesis regains control. They play it back over. Masters with the poke check. Loose puck picked up by Vanderpool. Vanderpool playing it. He'll just dump it in and go to the bench for a line change. Majors and Brown chasing after that. Genesis will break it out on the far side. They're across center ice, just out of the reach. Lang picks it up, plays it back to Majors, or Marrier, I should say. No, that was Majors, trying to kick it back to himself. Hodgman was there as well, but couldn't settle the puck. Good poke check there by Brown. It's chipped into the corner. Lang and applying pressure. They send it back to the D. Left D never got a shot off. Hodgson trying to play it ahead to Brown, but he gets tripped up. Just across the blue line. Into the zone for Genesis, but loose puck is picked up by Majors. He sends it around behind the net. Kept in momentarily by Genesis. Lang picks up the loose puck behind his own net. Plays it ahead to Leaf. Leaf trying to play it up to Stevenson. Can't get through the traffic. Make a move. Round shot. Loose puck in front. Trying to clear it out of there. It's chipped out by Leaf. Stevenson trying to get out. Rush out of the zone there. But it looks like we might have an injured player right in front. Not sure if he took a stick to the midsection. He's kind of doubled over. So he was doubled over and got tied up with something, but they're going to call a penalty for whatever happened. Hooking, it looks like, is the call, and I'm going to go ahead and adjust my clock here. It's a running clock with a 6-goal spread, so I'll get that squared up. There we go. Just over 11 minutes of action, but with the 6-goal lead, they're going to run the clock in the third period. Power play here for Pure Edge. Let's see what they can do. The goal would close the gap and slow the clock down. Power play opportunity here. And they fired off the glass and down the other end of the ice. Ends up being right on target. Stewartson plays it up the boards. Over to Hargadine. And Genesis dumps it right back in. Moragas will pick up the loose puck. He cycles around in front of his own net. Dangerous spot. Loses the handle. Genesis right there in the crease. Eventually chipped into the corner. Too much time in the Pure Edge zone here, even on a power play. Leg pad saved by Stewartson. Got a good leg on it. Kicked it into the corner. Moragas picks up the loose puck, trying to break it out. Gets around some traffic. Moragas is streaking with Hargadine. Hargadine and Marrier. Marrier head down to the slot. Sets up shot. Vondrick takes a shot from the point. Can't quite get it over to Marrier. Loose puck comes back though. Vondrick tries to keep it in. And Genesis picks it up and clears it again. Phillips will run after that. No icing. Loose puck picked up by Phillips behind his own net. He hits the brakes. They try to skate it out. Sends a pass over. Marrier. He gets it up to Marrier. Marrier plays it around some traffic. 2-on-2 break here with Hunzinger. Marrier chips it ahead right on target in the slot, looking for a little chip into the slot. Now we're getting a little action afterwards. It's all settled. Get a face off at 9.5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Pure Edge controls the face-off. Centering pass doesn't quite get through. Looking for Majors there. Picked off by Genesis. They'll send it the length of the ice. Masters is back. Genesis beats him to the puck. Sends it into the corner, but it's chipped around. Some pressure there by Pure Edge. Teams are back at full strength, 5-on-5. Masters picks up the loose puck. He'll try to skate it out on the right side. Plays it off the boards. Across the blue line. 3-on-2 break here. Hunzinger, Majors. Streaking towards the slot, centering pass, leg pad save, loose puck in front. Another good save by the goalie. Genesis goalies up to the task so far today. Genesis back in Pure Edge zone, centering pass goes all the way through the crease, picked up though by the right D, who was pinching down, shot right on target, leg pad save by Stewartson. He's on it, he's got it corralled. Shoving after the fact to clear the crease, but no goal. Had it covered up in the paint. Clock is still running. We'll get another face-off here just outside Stewartson. Face-off control by Genesis. Right D to left D. Shot from the right D. Hard wrist shot deep. Stewartson over the right shoulder. That makes it 8-1. Good hard shot from the left D. Got right through after the face-off. Quick pass, quick shot. That makes it 8-1. 7.5 minutes remaining. Red will have to regroup here. Got another game in a few hours, so no time to hang their head after this one. Have to regroup. Do it again here at 4:45, I believe. Good save there by Stewartson and a quick shot from the face-off dot. Face-off controlled by Genesis. Try to play it back to the D and chip it back into the corner, but it's tied up here with Pure Edge on the side. 2 or 3 players from Pure Edge. They play it back to the left D, looking for a slap shot. Couldn't get a good stick on it. Masters plays the loose puck around the boards, looking for Moragas. Moragas trying to chip it ahead to Hargadine or around the defender, but it's kept in at the point. Vanderpool trying to chip it out. It's still kept in by Genesis. They pinch down at the face-off dot, looking for a centering pass. They take the shot. Loose puck in front, trying to cover it up. Masters is trying to cover it up onto the goalie pad for Stewartson, but no whistle. They play on. Shot fired through the crease in the air, looking for a tip. Couldn't get it. Hargadine in the corner. He's trying to tie up the player. Moragas is there. They chip it ahead. Hargadine and Moragas trying to get it out there with Vanderpool, but it's kept in by Genesis. They played it through the crease. Shot goes wide right, not on target. Genesis keeps it in. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. And Moragas will just ice it. Try to get a little breather here. Running clock. Chew some time up. Fresh legs come on. Hunziker, Taylor, Majors, Lang, and Leaf will be on the ice. Majors take the face off. Taylor and Hunziker are your wingers. Leaf and Lang are your defensemen. Genesis controls it. They play it back to the left D. D to D pass. Intercepted there. Poked away by Hunziker, but couldn't get the rush going. It was poked back in by Genesis. Hunziker trying to chip it away from Genesis. Tied up here at center ice. Hunziker comes away with it. He's got Kohler streaking if he can get it over to him. Loose puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Picked up by Genesis, but they rush in 2-on-2. Shot goes wide right. Might have got off the skate or the leg pad of Stewartson. Trying to clear it out. Doesn't get through. Loose puck goes bouncing right in front. Goes right under the... We get some action after the fact here. Get a few folks here. So we got Majors and number 17. Probably could have picked anybody there. There was quite a few getting in the mix there. Like they did stop the clock for that. Doesn't normally happen with the running clock, I guess. But maybe with these penalties, they stopped it momentarily. So I'll reset. The arena clock has 4:44 on it. They're going to play 5-on-5 hockey. Just Majors and one other player go off the ice. Back underway. Clock is running now. Genesis picks up the puck in the far corner, trying to get a centering pass or behind the net to another player, but it's chipped out by Pure Edge, trying to clear the zone. Brown picks up the loose puck. He's over the blue line, trying to skate around some traffic. Can't get it through the legs. Bondrick picks up the loose puck at center ice. He's trying to chip it in. Gets tied up maybe on the referee or another Genesis player. Doesn't get through. Genesis picks it up. They're streaking across the neutral zone. Across the blue line. They're forced into the corner. Phillips trying to prevent a pass. Force them in the corner, but they do get a centering pass. No shot, though. Goes off a Pure Edge skate. Hunziker, I should say, trying to play it up over the blue line. They do clear the zone. Genesis resets. They hop across the blue line. Pass over to the left winger there. Shot saved by Stewartson. Loose puck picked up by Pure Edge. They'll skate it out. Chip pass ahead. Trying to get out of the zone, looking for Hunziger. But Hunziger and Vondrek are there on the right side. On the left side, I should say, trying to get it out. Brown picks up the loose puck. Doesn't quite get it out, and now it's chipped over the line, so they do clear the zone. 3.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Brown will pick up the loose puck. Brown plays over the right wing. Trying to play it back over to Hunziger, but it's picked off. 2-on-2 break. Phillips is back. Shot high over the crossbar. Another shot coming high over the left shoulder, and that one gets in. Another hard wrist shot gets over the left shoulder of Stewartson. Genesis firing a lot of hard wrist shots from all areas around the face-off dots. And that makes it 9-1 now. Vanderpool and Masters are your defensemen. Hodgson, Hargadine, and Merrier are your forwards. 2.5 minutes remaining in the running clock. Genesis hopped over the blue line, centering pass, picked off by Masters though. A streaking Genesis player was in the slot. Poke checked away by Masters. Genesis regains the puck. They'll play it back to the right D. Right D takes a shot. It's tipped by Hargadine. Doesn't get through, but loose puck right in front. Shot saved by Stewartson. Kicked into the corner. Clears the zone momentarily. They are offsides. Minutes remaining here. We'll get maybe one more shift after this one. Hargadine will take the face-off. Merrier and Hodgson on the wings. Face-off controlled by Hargadine. Plays it over to Hodgson. They'll try to get over the blue line. Hodgson pokes it over the blue line into the corner. Genesis picks up the loose puck. They're streaking out of the zone across the neutral zone to a streaking winger. Pass a little too far. Poke checked away by Lang. Lang trying to chip it out of the zone, but corralled by Genesis. Genesis shot right in front. Slap shot, and they score. Player was in the top of the slot with a huge slap shot, wound up and waiting for the pass. Stewartson made the initial save, but the rebound trickled underneath his pads and into the net. 1 minute remaining. One more shift. Brown will take the face off. Moragas and Stevenson on the wings. Looks like Vandrick and Phillips on D. Genesis controls the loose puck at center ice. They'll turn around the other direction. Across the blue line into the zone. Skate around Vandrick. Shot from the face-off dot. Blocker saved by Stewartson. Goes into the corner. Brown trying to pick the loose puck up and clear the zone. He does. He gets it over to Moragas. Moragas trying to get around some traffic. Gets around a few defenders into the far corner, trying to set it up for Stevenson. This puck comes over. Phillips keeps it in. Phillips chips it back down. He'll drop back on D. Genesis trying to set something up at center ice, but a poke check by Moragas. 20 seconds remaining. Stevenson in a little battle at center ice here. We'll get a trip. They'll stop the clock here with 10 seconds remaining. We're going to take Vondrek off, along with the Genesis player. Racking up the penalties here in the final few minutes of the third period, and they're going to run off the clock at this point. I can see the clock running, so. And that'll do it. Tough loss after yesterday's win. Yesterday's win was a really solid AAA team. Pure Edge found the way to a 4-3 victory. Today, a different story, a little rougher with the 10-1 loss to Genesis Select. I believe this team is out of Philadelphia. Brought a good crew here. A lot of good hard shots, good wrist shots, good puck movement. It's too much for Pure Edge to handle. We'll see how fast they bounce back. We have a 4:45 game, I believe, against a team from South Dakota, I believe. So we'll be at a different rink. Fire this back up in a few hours, and hopefully the boys will come rested up. See what they can do in the second game of the day this afternoon. One more pool play game, and that will determine what happens tomorrow, what times we play for the bracket play, and final opportunity to play on Sunday. 10-1 your final. See you in a few hours this afternoon.